Today I came to talk a little bit about women, that is very important for me. It's the engine of the development. It doesn't mean that I am a feminist, and it doesn't mean that all the men need to go out. That's why I choose today this subject, because every time that I talk about this, always the panel that come with us is just women, so it's nice that also men today are here. Let me introduce myself. I have been working directly with China, living here since 4 years ago. Every time until my life, I have been a lot of challenges in my life. The first time that I came here was to develop the Ecuadorian mango for the first time in the history in China. And well, nowadays the company that I work for, it's the only company that is importing Ecuadorian mango in China. So I think that I get it. Nowadays, I'm a business consultant. I have my own company, one here and also in Ecuador, and I want to share my experience about it. So, as a woman, it's very complicated and challenging to handle all the things that it's include. Because a woman is not just employee, is not just whatever should be. It must also be mother, must also be an example for the society, a standard of the good behavior, the bad behavior, those kind of things that is still being in the society. So it's kind of complicated, and the responsibility it's every day more. I want to tell you a little bit about my history. Here's my family. And unfortunately, or I don't know if I am lucky or not, I come from a company, from a family that is full of stereotypes. I don't know, but actually, you're from Colombia. My dad is also from Colombia. And in Ecuador, we don't have a very good perspective of the Colombian people. They said, that the Colombian come, they don't work or whatever. But even that, my dad is living in Ecuador since 30 years ago. He has his own brand, his own company, but this was not easy, because to be a foreigner trying to fight in other country, it's very complicated. And it's more complicated if you live with the stereotype of the country that you born, or other kind of things, your gender or whatever be. Even that, I always was thinking, and also my father always pushed me to understand this, that all of us are equal. Women, men, all of us can do exactly the same. That's why actually I study law, that's my degree, because I really want to fight in my life, and so I think maybe in the future I want to make the people change their mind about the equality of everything. So I come from a family that they begin since zero until have a great company today. And they teach me that the woman is not just the standard of the mom that need to always be making and supporting the man. The woman also have the right to make whatever she wants to do. Whatever make her happy, that's what she has to do. So, about my experience, I have a big pressure about the personal life plus professional goals. By my own, I am also the president of the Ecuadorian Business Association. And this is not so easy, because when we have been talking also about love a lot, I think, and about this thing that it's very important, it's also very challenging, because you need to find someone that, if you think that is true love, also support your dreams. For me, you don't need to have a relationship that is someone who makes you change your mind or to postpone what you think about your life. You need a partnership with someone that supports in everything that you do, and be happy in the things that you believe and the goals that you get, and be part of it. So I try to make this every time in my life, but it's very complicated. It's very challenging to leave apart the kids or the things that the people want from you not just your couple, also the family or your couple, and make the people understand that even if you don't cook or whatever you do, you are still a good woman and could be a good couple for a good man. And also about the industry's vision, that I have some experience on it. The woman, usually in South America, because it's the area that I have experienced. In the textile area, it's very few women that have the power and also the leadership in the companies. Usually the woman is the one who is always saying or making this artisanal job, no managing everything. But you know, when the woman do this, always the result is better. But even that, it's not very equal, the opportunity. Also in the fruit, and also in the fresh roses and those kind of things, the woman is just taking choose the quality of the fruits, just to make them manage things. Because maybe in the commercial area, no, they still think that the woman is still not have that ability to do it. So I always ask in the industry of the flowers about what's the role of the woman, and also why in the orchards the woman just check the quality of the rose and cut it. And they say, because you know the hands of the woman is very soft, and that's why they are good just for cutting it. But it's not that way. So the companies must change their mind and also give the opportunity for the woman to manage also the good products. We are not just soft, and we are also not just very delicate. We are also very smart, and also we have the same as men, you know. And about the perspective that had a woman in the e-commerce is also, you know, strange. Because when you think in e-commerce or in consumption, what do you think about woman? Always think about the crazy that is buying everything, you know, not about the one that can have the ideas or the strategies. You just think in the woman as a consumer, and that's all, a normal consumer, a crazy consumer that consumes things that they need. But it's not that way. So I always fight and also give this to make sometimes the entrepreneurs to understand that the woman must have the same opportunities as men to do exactly the same. We can be consumers. We are very good to make some strategies. But even that, in South America, we cannot see that this is changing. Nowadays, very few companies have a general manager that it's a woman. Even in the in the companies that are familiar companies, always the woman is just the one who make the finance part, you know, because usually the woman, as part of a family, it's the one very good to check the money and those kind of things, but the man is the one who gives the face to the world. Maybe it's time to think different. But it's not just fault of the man, actually. It's the fault of the woman, because sometimes we are afraid about what the people is thinking about us. Or sometimes, you know, when you talk with other women and you say, why don't you encourage yourself, and why don't you manage this project by your side? It's always afraid. But I think if we are brave enough, and also if we fight for the things that we want, if we have also some talent to make business of whatever we want to do, and we empower about that, I think that we'll be very successful. But this is still, in my opinion, in South America, is still a long time. So we are, all of us, we are very open. We are here in China that we have a lot of people working there, here from a lot of nationalities. So maybe we can make the change with our kids, with our sister, maybe with the people that is working with us. Sometimes we need a little extra support to encourage this. And finally, no, just as a woman entrepreneur, just an entrepreneur, what I can suggest to you, and the key of the business challenges and success, it's always follow your dreams. You know, everything is more nice if you put a little bit of magic in what you do. So always focus on one thing and follow it. It's very important to be a leader, not to be a boss, to be a leader, to help the others, to be great every day, and also to solve every problem and with your support. It's very important. Thinking the others, not just in the things that you do, like, every time, money is important, it's sure, but at the moment that you think in the benefit in the others, even if your project goes slowly, you will be very happy because you are helping to someone else. So this is very important. And always, I think the most important idea is to work hard. You need to be very efficient, and you need to learn about every situation in your life. So anything will be easy for anyone, and I think even more for us that we are foreign engineers, we are far from our house, we are far from our family, so we must support each other and help each other to be better every day. And this is not a job that you just make 1 week, another no. You need to work very hard all the days of your life and never feel that you are losing something. You need to believe in yourself. So that's kind of the key of the things that I can suggest to you. And also as a foreign woman that is living in China, that it's an amazing place full of opportunities. Give always the time and enjoy everything that you do and learn about it. It's also very important. The benefit to be here in a culture that it's very different in everything, since the breakfast that Chinese people eat and everything what they think. It's very interesting to learn, and also the good things apply in our lives. So, well, that's all. Thank you very much.